did you ask me?
Okay, I'll continue. So we were discussing about prokaryotes and eukaryotes. And where can you find a nucleoid? Rizwan, where do you find a nucleoid?
Prokaryotes.
Oh, louder
Prokaryotes.
please.
Prokaryotes.
Prokaryotes. Rose Sabi, tell me, what do you mean by a nucleoid? What is meant by a nucleoid?
It is the nucleic acid found inside the
Undefined nuclear region containing only nucleic acids. That is known as a nucleoid. Then what are prokaryotes? Prokaryotes are organisms whose cells, Haya, what do you mean by prokaryotes, Haya? I think it's better you say the answer. What are prokaryotes? What are prokaryotes?
Organisms whose cells lack a nuclear membrane are called
Very good,
prokaryotes.
very good. Correct answer. So now let us learn about eukaryotes. You're going to learn about eukaryotes now. So eukaryotes, 1 minute. Okay. So eukaryotes are organisms, just the opposite of prokaryotes. Eukaryotes are organisms having a well-defined nucleus. So there is a nuclear membrane to define it. See the figure given on the board. So they are having a well-defined nucleus with a nuclear membrane, and you call them as eukaryotes. Organisms with cells having a well-defined nucleus with a nuclear membrane are called. Once again, I will repeat for those who haven't understood. Organisms with cells having a nuclear membrane, a well-defined nucleus with a nuclear membrane are called eukaryotes. Whereas organisms with cells lacking in a nuclear membrane are called prokaryotes. In prokaryotes, they have nucleoid. What is a nucleoid? An undefined nuclear region containing only nucleic acids. An undefined nuclear region containing only nucleic acids is known as a nucleoid. Nucleoid, it is found only in prokaryotes. Anybody wants me to repeat it? Otherwise, we'll pass on to see the differences between both. John?
Ma'am, I can't hear you properly.
Rose, can you hear me? Rose Sibyl,
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Haya, can you hear me? Haya, can you hear me? Melvin, what about you? Can you hear me? I just want to know, it is only the problem with John or generally you can't hear? Haya, unmute and tell me. Melvin, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Here, but I cannot.
Okay. So that means, John, maybe the connectivity over there. Rose and Melvin, they responded that they can hear. Okay. Maybe it will get, the sound quality will get back normal soon. Okay. I'm continuing with the differences. So we are going to learn about the differences in detail about prokaryotic cell and a eukaryotic cell. Okay, I will ask you to repeat these differences. So please listen carefully. Agreed? Yes. Prokaryotic cell, their size will be small. First, we are taking size. Prokaryotic cell, small in size, and eukaryotes, they will be large in size. Size also they have mentioned. It will be between 1 to 10 mu m. That letter, this letter, you call it as,
Ma'am,
yes,
I can't see you,
Adidev. Rose, can you see me?
but I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Adi, maybe the connectivity went wrong there. Others can see me. No? Melvin, you can see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, yes. So children, maybe a few of you are having connectivity problem. That's why it will be okay within no time. Don't worry. So these are the differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So let us see one by one. So this letter, so it's known as mu. We call it as mu. It's a unit to show the size. So the size in case of prokaryotic cell usually small. It ranges between 1 to 10 mu m. 1 to 10 mu m. Whereas in eukaryotes it is between 5 to 100. It is between 5 to 100. So the first difference is prokaryotes are small in size and eukaryotes are large in size. 1 mu m is 10 raised to minus 6 meter. If you want to say in terms of meter, it is 1 mu m is equal to 10 raised to minus 6. You don't have to go into all those details, but just understand that prokaryotic cell, it's small in size and eukaryotic cells are larger. Clear? Okay? John, is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, second point, which we already discussed. In prokaryotes, nuclear region. So, first point we already covered. Nuclear region is poorly defined due to the absence of a nuclear membrane and known as nucleoid. You need not write the same sentence. You can write that the nuclear region is undefined. It contains only nucleic acids. You call it as a nucleoid. What is a nucleoid? An undefined nuclear region containing only nucleic acid is known as a nucleoid. So no nuclear membrane and it is known as a nucleoid. Second point about prokaryotes. Eukaryotes, they have a well-defined nuclear region which is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. Very, very important. Here nuclear membrane is there whereas it was absent. It is absent here. Now, third point. In prokaryotic cell, there will be only one chromosome, single chromosome. But in eukaryotes, they have more than one chromosome. Clear? And the last and final point, in prokaryotic cell, neither nuclear membrane is present nor membrane bound organelles. Membrane bound organelles means you have learned last year about cell organelles like mitochondria, ribosomes, Golgi apparatus. So all these are organelles, what you see in the figure, which you will learn later. So they don't have any membrane covered organelles. But in eukaryotes, membrane bound organelles are present and each one is having a specific function. Okay, so 4 points we have covered. I will repeat once again and after that we'll move on to next. Okay, I'll repeat once again and all those who haven't understood, please listen carefully. Prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell, we are analyzing the differences between both. First, we will see size. Prokaryotic cell, small in size, whereas eukaryotic cells, they will be large in size. And second point, in eukaryotic cell, the nuclear region, the nuclear region is well defined. They have a nuclear membrane. Whereas in a prokaryotic cell, the nuclear region is poorly defined. No nuclear membrane, only an undefined nuclear region containing nucleic acids is present. Clear? And in eukaryotic cell, as I told before, it's well defined. It's well defined, having a proper nuclear membrane. Coming to the third point, single chromosome in prokaryotes, more than one chromosome in eukaryotes. Last and final point, Membrane bound organelles are present in prokaryotes, it's absent, whereas they are present in eukaryotes. Anybody is having doubt? Otherwise, I will stop sharing and I'll come for reviewing before we proceed to the next. Okay, now? Any doubts? No. You can use your chat also. Yes, Melvin, thank you. So I'm going to stop the sharing for some time and I'll come for the reviewing of what we have covered. Adi, I saw your message. It's all black and I can't see you. Neither I can see you, child. Maybe some connectivity over there. So maybe it happens. But when I asked others, I think Rihan, Badra, Arjun and all, can you see me? Can you all see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So maybe some connection
Ma'am.
problem. Yes, yes.
Ma'am,
So,
what is nucleic acid?
who asked that?
Lolita.
Lolita. Nucleic acid, yesterday we learned about nucleic acid like DNA. Nucleic acid is a molecule present in your body. One example for a nucleic acid is DNA, with which our chromosomes are made of. Okay? Lolita, your chromosomes are made of DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Acid means it's a molecule, just like carbohydrate, proteins, fats and all. It's a biomolecule present in living organisms. Is that clear? Have I cleared your doubt, Lolita? Lolita? Lolita, are you there? Lolita, hope I have cleared your doubt. Maybe I think she has got some connectivity problem. We'll get back to her later. Okay. So we learned today about prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Now, one by one, you will tell me the differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Let me start with Badra. Any one point of difference?
Prokaryotes are small in size and eukaryotes are large.
Very good, very good. Okay, who is going to say the second point? Who is going to say the second point? Aditya Nair?
Yes, ma'am.
Second point, any point of difference. One point she already told. And I want you to tell another point.
In prokaryotes, there is no defined nuclear membrane.
Prokaryotes, no nuclear membrane, whereas it is found in
eukaryotes.
Okay, good. Next one. Who is going to say next? Don't wait for me to call out your name.
There is
Be very
single
prompt.
chromosome. There is single chromosome.
Who is saying the answer?
Heinz Steve.
Good Heinz Steve. Tell me. Single chromosome in?
Prokaryotes.
Yes. And what about eukaryotes?
There are more than one single.
Very good. Very good. One more point. The last point. Who is going to say?
Membrane bound is
So
present.
this is for Heinz Steve. Yes. I heard somebody saying about membrane. Who was that?
John.
Anybody?
John.
Tell me, John. Last
Ma'am,
point.
membrane bound is present. Absent
Membrane
in
bound?
prokaryotes.
What are membrane bound
Is
here?
absent.
Membrane bound?
Cell organelles.
Correct. Membrane bound cell organelles are present in eukaryotes and absent in prokaryotes. Correct. Very good. So all have done well. So I'll proceed to the next one because all have answered my question. So shall I start, continue sharing again? Okay. So this is what we have covered now. Now we are going to learn about the next important component. So we learned about plasma membrane. We learned about cell wall. Then we learned about nucleus. Now we are going to learn about cytoplasm. Cytoplasm also we have learned last class. Last class means last year. Briefly you had learned about that. Who is going to tell me? Anybody can tell me what do you mean by cytoplasm? Anyone? Anybody who is remembering? Nobody is remembering? Vishnupriya, what do you mean by
Yes.
cytoplasm? At least where can you see it?
It is
Jelly-like substance present between nucleus and cell membrane.
Present? Repeat.
Nucleus and cell membrane.
Beginning I did not hear. What you are saying is correct, but complete the sentence.
Jelly-like substance
Very good. Jelly-like substance.
present between nucleus and cell membrane.
Very good. What she said is exactly correct. It is a jelly-like or a fluid component present between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. And I hope you are remembering what I had promised you in the beginning. Each component in the cell, I will give a counterpart there in our school. So cytoplasm, which is bound by the cell membrane, can be compared to the campus of the school. Okay, cytoplasm in a cell is similar to the campus inside the walls of a school. Bound by or bordered by the walls, we have the school campus. So cytoplasm is similar to school campus. Why I told school campus is throughout all the components of a cell we were comparing with a corresponding component in the school. So just like cytoplasm is to the cell, we have school campus in a school. It is bordered or by the boundary walls, it is kept inside of the school campus. On all the sides, it is bordered by walls or the cell membrane. Just like cell membrane in a cell, we have boundary wall, and within that we have the school campus. Okay? Any doubt, you can stop me in between. Okay, we'll continue. The fluid substance present between the nucleus and the plasma membrane, she already said. Plasma membrane is same as cell membrane, and this one. So as you can see in the figure, this one, this is nucleus. So the components between these two, between the cell, this is our cell membrane. This is cell membrane. So between the cell membrane and the nucleus, this is known as cytoplasm. And nucleus and cytoplasm together, you can call it as protoplasm. This also class 8 you had learned very briefly. So protoplasm means nucleus and cytoplasm together, it is known as protoplasm. So protoplasm is made up of nucleus and cytoplasm. So what is cytoplasm? It's a fluid substance present between the nucleus and the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is same as cell membrane. Clear? And inside or scattered in the cytoplasm, you can find, what do you find scattered in the cytoplasm? Cell organelles. Cell organelles. Small, small structures are present inside. So this is one organelle. This is another organelle. Okay, so different organelles are present or scattered in the cytoplasm. You can see different organelles. So what is cytoplasm? The fluid component or the jelly-like substance present between the nucleus and the cytoplasm, and the plasma membrane. Between the nucleus and the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane has one more name, that is cell membrane. Once again, cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance present between the nucleus and the plasma membrane. And what do cytoplasm contain? Cytoplasm, so scattered in the cytoplasm, you can find small, small structures. You call them as cell organelles. Now we are going to learn about cell organelles. Okay? As I promised again, I am going to compare with our school. Cell organelles. So scattered in the cell, you can find different organelles. Once again, I'll repeat. Scattered in the cell, you can find, or scattered in the cytoplasm, you can find different organelles. Okay. Scattered in the cytoplasm, you can find cell organelles. Each cell organelle is having a particular function. They are specific in its function. Mitochondria has got some function. Ribosome has got another function. Don't worry about the names I am saying. You will be learning about those in detail. So don't worry about the names of the cell organelles. John, sound may be cracking only for you, child. No, not to worry. Don't worry. It will be okay soon. I don't think others are having any problem. If anything, please use the chat box. If others also find my voice cracking, please inform. I'll come back to the point. Just like Surya, just like there are different organelles within the cytoplasm, each one having a particular function. Similarly, in the school campus we were comparing with cytoplasm, or cytoplasm was compared with school campus. So scattered in the school campus, you can find staff and students, not only teachers. You have cleaning staff, admin staff, assistant staff, students. Our functions are different. Teachers do teaching. Students, their function is to learn. Cleaning staff do cleaning. Admin staff do administration of the schoolwork. So each one is having a particular or a specific function. Am I right? So cell organelles in a cell is similar to the staff and students in a school. Each one will have a peculiar function to perform, or a specific function to perform. The last slide, cell organelles, we already told. These are tiny structures present in the cell that perform specific functions. Tiny cellular structures which perform specific functions in a cell are known as cell organelles. Some examples. Don't worry about the names. For today, you just know the names. And later, in the coming classes, we will be learning about each organelle in detail. Endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum. Then next one is Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, lysosomes, vacuoles, ribosomes, and finally plastids. Each one structure and function you will be learning in detail. So once again, cell organelles are tiny structures, tiny cellular structures that perform specific functions within a cell. You can see a cell and different organelles, each one they have enlarged and shown. Mitochondria, plural, mitochondrion singular, ribosomes, Golgi complex, vacuole, lysosome, plastid, endoplasmic reticulum. You should be familiar with the names. Details of the structure and function you will learn in the coming classes. So what are cell organelles? Tiny cellular structures which perform specific functions within a cell. And examples are endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, lysosomes, vacuoles, ribosomes, and plastids. Clear? Any doubt, anybody? Haya, can you tell the name of any two organelles? Can you tell me the name of any two organelles? Haya? Louder. Haya, are you saying something? Haya? Fia, tell me the name of any two organelles.
Endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies.
Okay. Arjun, tell me what are cell organelles?
They perform specific functions with a cell.
They are tiny structures which perform specific functions within a cell. Anybody is having any doubt regarding today's class? Anybody? Unmute and ask me. Nirubama, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
All clear?
Yes.
Name an organelle.
Mitochondria.
Okay. Okay, children. So bye for today. Please do revise. We'll meet next class. Okay. Thank you, children.
Thank
Thank
Bye.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.